purgatory, a state of being hanging between good and bad as judgment pens. A very popular belief in many religions, and football may be no different. It's a state where you could get to heaven, but hell is also a destination you are viable and very likely to be able to get. That is currently the predicament that befits Vipers Sports Club, a purgatory of sorts that they are in, locked in a limbo. They had a big opportunity to run through and defend their title, but a couple of stumbles along the way, including the latest one where they fell prey to the current table leaders, Sports Club Villa, seemed but all to condemn.
KCCA still poses a threat, as is AC Villa, who remain atop the league.
Well, we are underway right here at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende, live, coming to you on the exclusive home of the Star Times Uganda Premier League. That is Sanyuka Prime. The Venoms. I'm not so sure it's working as yet, given the display as Milton Karisa now tries to go for a Hail Mary. And clearly, it's not one that will be caught here by the Guardian Angels, but brilliant boots there for the captain of Vipers Sports Club.
Well, I think he thought that the goalkeeper had moved off his line and he was trying to catch him before he would retreat. The idea is not a bad one, but the execution is clearly lacking.
Once again, Ashraf Mandela benches forward with a surge and burst of pace. How do you want to know? If this is anything to that instance, it was a quick free kick. Referee let it roll. Oh my.
It's been a suspicion of an offside.
Referee, clearly, you could see his hands at that point. His team have clearly been the better team here. But slowly, Vipers beginning to get into their strides. Picked up here by Muvidu. Tries to cross the ball in. Tete is blocked away, but catastrophic as they allow the captain to tip it back. And Abubakar Lawal picks the opener. One small mistake. One creepy move. The fundamental one. They let Milton Karisa have the space, and he does just enough. Celebrations galore, including in the director's box there. Abubakar Lawal will say a prayer, and believe me, multitudes will pray for him as well tonight.
Yeah, of course, that was quite a good goal that he scored right there. His decision to make that late run and follow up the play in anticipation that there could be a pass coming in for Milton Karisa. You've got to credit the captain, Milton Karisa, as much as you've got to really condemn the way this Gaddafi side defended there, because just look, Joe Madondo is just trotting back, and nobody's coming in even to cover Lawal. They're just trotting back. Clearly, this Gaddafi side, they're not interested in winning this game, are they? As probably what the coach there said was Bosa, they are already safe, so they're not ready to compete, because that was a very cheap goal to give away. You've got to give credit to Abubakar Lawal, though. That finish was splendid.
Sublime it was from a striker who's now playing in the midfield, and it makes a very big sense here as he made that late run. There might be a little blame game going to Abadiwano, a little young, inexperienced, but the biggest blame, the bulk of it, will go to Joel Madondo for ineffective tracking back, especially in the face of such real danger.
Yeah, because the thing is that Jermaine, Abadiwano had gone to try and stop the cross that was coming in.
Cracks and clay feet in that defense of Gaddafi, and once again they venture forward. Mubiru tries to set the ball in, almost getting an own goal here. Yunus Sibirwa saved the embarrassment. He was going to be really left red-faced right there, nearly committing every player's worst nightmare.
Well, the truth is that this Gaddafi side look to be at 6s, at 7s, and you can see all the errors that they are committing in this game, and that should be an encouragement to this Vipers side that they are clearly rattled.
Waswa Bosa will be wondering what has just befallen his team. Looked very steady and assured in the first 10-15 minutes, but thereafter, right now, it looks like some sort of madness has descended on the team, and now that madness is coupled with injuries as Joel Mutakuwa is feeling the strain of having to have that quick stretch in there. Just look at that instance. Ball cut back, Yunus Simiru attempting to head it to his goalkeeper and nearly looping him. If it had been on the other end, you would have said a spectacular header. But oh why? Suspended animation it was for us. And Joel Mutakuwa having his back against the pole in that attempt to save is feeling the effects of that right now. Where this team actually comes from, as was coach of Bull FC, so probably knows a thing or two about the players. As Johnson Odong once again looks to venture from distance. I do not know if they know something about Fabian that we don't. Is he injured or is he striding a lot of his line? Because that's the 5th attempt we're seeing from a Gaddafi player shooting from range.
Yeah, that's true. I think they suspect that maybe the goalkeeper is not moving quite well. Good opportunity for
Yamukama to deliver. Ball brought in. Yunus Simiwa meeting that one brilliantly. Unfortunately, just could not put it on target. It was a decent attempt there from Yunus Simiwa. Just needed to put it on target.
Yeah, that was what was lacking. I thought that maybe his positioning was not the perfect one. But you think that when the ball came in, he probably didn't, he saw it late. And
there's 2 goals that came out of nowhere. And
to consider penalty.
Played forward. Now who's available? This is a chance, skipping the ball in. This is a nice roll-up play. Brilliant build-up. The shot coming in. Oh, they have something better at the very end. But finally, Gaddafi beginning to show glimpses of what they are actually able to perform with.
Yeah, that's good combination. I thought that the interplay between Kalumba and his teammate there, Biamukama, was really spectacular there and creating that scoring opportunity. And at least they get a first shot on target before the end of the half.
Yeah, astute defending from the Soldier Boys. Now Martin, well, that was Milton Karisa attempting to go from distance. Milton will now have a little assistance on the opposite, seeking to create space. Reading a through pass, nice layoff from Madondo and finding space out onto the wing. This is more like it. Chitata going for a shot from distance. Nasiki was waiting. Now that's more like it from the Soldier Boys.
Yeah, renewed energy in this Gaddafi side. Suddenly you can see some interest in trying to go forward, some interest in trying to get a goal. That's not something that we had seen earlier in the second half.
Beautifully laid off pass there, and Sevilla picking up the right pass to find Chitata. The shot in itself equally admirable, understandable. Munguchi wanted the ball, Chitata took his chance. Nasiki was waiting to pounce just in case, using himself to the game. Abubakar Lawal lets it run here to the captain, Milton Karisa. Crossing the ball forward. Brush off was intended, and the ball is picked up here. Mumiru balloons it. The fans realize how close. It's not yet Christmas. It won't land flush for them just yet.
What a glorious opportunity for Mumiru. Clearly, that was a gift from this Gaddafi Football Club. You can see there's a lot of Mickey Mouse defending in this Gaddafi defense. Because you just don't understand how the ball just lands there. And look at Biamukama. He's, you know, instead of going to meet the ball to try and protect his goalkeeper, he's running away.
It was a late run there from Cromwell. Rothomio was hoping that the ball would be laid on a plate for him. I'd say Mumiru also not having the presence of mind to realize he had the team right by the ropes. They were there for the taking. All he had to do was twisting one way, then the other. Now sets it through here for Siraje Sentamo, looking to release Milton Karisa out on the right. Karisa takes his time, rolls the ball into motion, and now looking for the 1-2. Karisa slides it in! Lumala sets the electricity ablaze. He's not called the electric man for nothing. Right place, right time. Puts the body to the back of the net. And as casual as you would like, as easy as it comes, Vipers double the tally. That is the insurance policy they were looking for. That is the comfortable cushion they sought here. That is the goal that confirms all 3 points on the night sky will stay at the St. Mary Stadium. And Claire Mulindwa cannot stop applauding here.
Well, this is the kind of goal that eases the pressure on Vipers and takes away the kind of incident where they were really a bit of desperation and worry that if this Gaddafi side could easily get a goal back, then it would put them in such a precarious position.
Again, atrocious defending. John Biamukama, not aware of his surroundings, hardly in sync with the game. Nobody falling back to help him defend. And Abdulumala just waltzing his way into that area. Keeper beaten, and Mutamkuba was asking his defender, what were you thinking? But for Lumala, a much-needed goal, and one that eases the pressure off his back. He's got the goal. He's come on. He's delivered.
Well, I think that now they can feel that these are 3 points in the bag, and all they can...
Spreading it again for Mumiru. Looking for Lumala, goal scorer. Lumala in possession, looks to cut in. Lumala, and now feeds the ball here for a bang! Bangs it! Off target.
Yeah, good play coming in from Abdul Umala. You can see that he's been lifted following the goal that he scored, and he sets up Cromwell Rotomio quite well. Just that Cromwell Rotomio just didn't have his bearings right, but that was a good opportunity for him to complete the riot here by scoring a third, or rather the route. I thought that it's been quite a... You've reserved the cost of fuel and all that, and I'm sure that he's the kind of person that should give his players a rollicking.
Well, that was a shot from distance that and probably a judge that was coming his way from John Biamukama. Opted not take just took a deflection, and tracing his pass here, finding Lumala, the electric man, and a nice shot. Probably was going to bulge the net, but in the grand scheme of things, it won't matter anyway, as referee Asadu Sebere brings this one to a close, and the sea of blue and red will now join the players on the pitch as they celebrate the electric man finally breaking his duck and getting the goal for Vipers Sports Club. Abdul Umala brought on as a substitute and finally beginning to deliver the goods on which a lot of promise was premised, as he followed up in the footsteps of the man that picked the lead earlier on, Abubakar Lawal, with a phenomenal cutback it was from his captain, Milton Karisa, scored goal number 1, but also goes ahead and picks up the Man of the Match award. 2 goals to the good, 3 points in the bag. It's full time at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende. Vipers Sports Club 2, Gaddafi Football Club 0.